Welcome to the MSC Seashore. So we are still in port. We are on our first MSC voyage, and we have been on board for about 3.5 hours or so. We actually got into the port and started our embarkation process at 10:59, and at 11:24 we were on board, so it only took 25 minutes. And while it was crowded, it was pretty seamless and pretty easy to get on board the ship. Once we got on, I know that most cruise lines do their musters on an app, but MSC doesn't. So you go to your muster station, you check in, you go to your room, you watch a video, you call 81 on your phone, and you're done. It was super easy, and the great thing about MSC is as soon as you get on, you can go to your room. You don't have to wait and all that stuff. You just go straight to your room. You can figure out where you're at. It was really, really easy process. After that, we went and got food. And their buffet, I was nervous because it said only one buffet, but that buffet is gigantic. And it was really easy to find a place to sit. It was really easy to get our food. There were just tons and tons of different options. I got soup, and I really, really liked it. It was a pumpkin squash. The kids found mac and cheese bites, and well, those were like the hit of the day.
Those were really yummy.
The pizza, you guys said the pizza was really good?
Pizza was really good. Yep.
And they have a hamburger and hot dog bar. They had build your own sandwiches. They had a pasta bar. If you've got younger ones that are doing the I want to be independent thing, they have their own line, kids only, at their height and everything, so they get to go through and pick all their own stuff, and it's really nice. Overall, it's been a great start, and we haven't even left port yet.
Yep. So we ship out about 5 p.m., so we're just kind of chilling. The kids are in the pool, enjoying everything that's there's to offer with water slides and everything like that. And we're just kind of relaxing here in the jungle pool. And so we have to get ready for dinner at 5:15.
So I will say, if you look at MSC and you're not sure about kids, now ours are 12 and 14, so they're a little older. But the kids areas on this ship are on point. We've done Royal Caribbean, we've done Princess, we've done Carnival. We really like the kids' water areas here. They're just really, really nice. And there's nice places for the parents to sit and relax and still keep eyes on the prize.
Yeah, their kids areas are definitely next level here. I know there's other ships that have a lot more water slides and things like that, but they truly do have dedicated kids areas here. And our kids are just having an absolute blast.
We'll go and get some video of those kids areas and the slides and stuff later to share with you, but if you've got kids and you are on the fence, this is definitely a good option.
So in the kids area, it's like pirate themed. So there's a ship with a bucket on top that dumps water. There are a few slides. The small one for little kids, and the brown one over there for more like kids that aren't like babies. Over here, there's this little umbrella place. There is seatings on the pool edge for kids to sit down, parents to sit down and just put their feet in. There's like this fun little pool area for kids to play in. Can't really swim. Fun water features to play with. There goes the bucket. It's a really nice, fun area to be in for kids. Again, some nice little fun features for the kids to play with. if they're wanting to hit people with water. These could be very fun. Obviously, they don't work very well. So, if you did get them to work, great job. I couldn't. Up here is the MSC Sports area, which also leads to more of the climbing features for the kids area. And darn it, I can't go up that way. I have to go this way because there's something blocking it. Here's the sports area for basketball, but there's a block where I was gonna go up to the stairs. But if you could play basketball, this is a great place for you to be at. If you ever wanted to watch one of the basketball games they do, you could always just sit over here and watch the basketball game. Sadly, over here I cannot get onto because the area is under maintenance, but this is an area you can climb on. Sadly, it's not open for me to show you guys, for me to climb on, so I can't go in it. But again, it's a nice little fun area for kids to have fun, play in the pool, and slide down little slides. So if you're thinking about going on an MSC cruise with a bunch of kids, this is a great place for you to be at. This is the main pool, and if you cannot hear me, I'm very sorry. I'm talking as loud as I can for you guys to hear me because the music is playing super loud by the DJ. But if you're ever wondering where the movies are played by the main pool on the big screen. Sometimes they did trivia, like yesterday we did pool trivia and countries trivia. It was really fun for me and my sister to do, but there was like no one on board at Nassau. There was like no one on board. So the main pool was like really not this crowded. So it was really fun. But yeah, another great view of the ocean too. While we take this time to walk down back to the elevators, I saw a sign that said wet paint. I'm guessing they're repainting some of the ship right now. That might be why the climbing area is closed for kids. So, I'm not for sure. But I hope it's open for other kids, for them to have an opportunity before I come back on the ship. Also, another interesting fact, to ride the slides here, you have to have a wristband. Here is some of the Lego stuff on the cruise. It's really nice. And they got like a little dog.
Hey there everyone, we are now dressed and ready for dinner. Our dinner is here in about 15 minutes in the main dining room. But we do have a friend on the cruise with us, and she got a balcony. She is on the very back of the ship, which I know some people don't like that, but she has a really cool balcony I wanted to show you real quick. She didn't want to give me a total room tour, but she said it was okay to film out here on the balcony. So let me flip you around here and show you the balcony. It's wraps all the way around here, all the way around the back of the ship. There's so much room. She can have tons of people out here just relaxing. Wraps around the back of the ship. It is very cool. Here's the infinity pools off the back of the Seashore. Still lots of people out swimming and having good times. So we have the Disney cruise port over here. No Disney cruise ships in port today. So very cool. It's very, very overcast. I can hear the propellers spinning up as we're fixing to disembark. And I can see them down there pulling the cables. So it looks like we're getting ready to ship out. I believe there was only 2 ships in port today. It was the MSC Seashore and the Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas. And the Star of the Seas is actually already shipped out, so I believe we're the last ones, and we're fixing to be underway. So the next time we come back to you, we'll be in the main dining room and we'll show you what we're getting to eat. All right, it's official. We are now moving and pulling away from the dock for our 4-day Nassau cruise on the MSC Seashore. All right, it's about 5:10, so we need to head down to the main dining room and get something to eat. So we'll see you down there. All right, everybody, we're at dinner now, and here's the first night dinner. There are the entrees and the added steakhouse selections. And on this side we have desserts and wines. All right, we also have a look at the kids menu here, and it's quite unique. It has an option for 6 to 12 months for the younger ones. And here's the selection for those. And then you can go up to 12 months, and you have several more selections here. And it also comes in different languages as well. So that's kind of unique. I've never seen a cruise line that offered something for 6 to 12 months and then up to 12 years. All right, we gave you a quick look at the menu.
Haley,
and we
you
also
could
do
probably
have
break
bread
one of these
service
open
here
and
as
eat the
well.
soft bread on the
Here's
inside.
a look at that.
So literally eat the inside of the bread.
Yeah.
And we have already ordered our entrees. So it sounds like 2 or 3 of us had ordered the stuffed meatball.
Only if you're
And
don't have
I know
braces.
somebody ordered grilled chicken, we ordered some lasagna, and some Alfredo as well. So once all that arrives here, we'll let you know how that goes. All right, our appetizers have arrived already. And we've got the stuffed meatball to try here. And we also got a Caesar salad. And once we come back, we'll let you know how we like those.
We have the lasagna. I couldn't wait, so I bit into my chicken, penny pasta with Alfredo, and the steak. Thank you. Hey there, we're back home from the MSC Seashore trip that we took. It's been a little bit since we took our cruise. I'm no longer a blonde. That's the first thing that happened. But we didn't, we realized that we hadn't given you guys a rundown of what the food was like on the ship. So we wanted to do that and talk about a few other things that we did or experienced while we were on board. I personally really did like the food. There was a wide variety, but it is a European leaning towards food. It's not, you're not going to find a lot of spicy foods. You're not going to find a lot of things like that. The soups, most of them are going to be pureed and blended. So it's not always the texture that's going to be familiar for us as Americans, but it was enjoyable. The best thing still is the fact that the buffet is huge, and I don't think we ever really waited in line at all while we were at the buffet.
Just that first day.
Yeah, and even that wasn't bad, considering the fact that everybody went to the buffet because their dining rooms aren't open in the afternoon. It was, pretty easy. And they have a wide range. There's always hot dogs. There's always hamburgers. There's a salad bar. There's always a soup. There's always pizza. And then they kind of mix it up. There's a pasta of the day. And actually sometimes that would be a pasta of the meal. Like they had one at lunch and a different one at dinner. And a lot of times whatever they were offering in the main dining room would also find its way to the buffet. Not the whole menu. There weren't always everything, but a lot of it did end up on the buffet as well. So overall, we were really happy with the experience with the dining on the ship. And for those of you who don't know about the chocolatier on board, I am just absolutely in love with the chocolate they had there, and am hoarding the few pieces I brought home and have them hidden in the house so that nobody else can have them. But it's really a wonderful experience, and I would highly recommend their food. I know that people complain about it, but I had nothing to complain about.
I enjoyed the food for the most part. In the main dining room, we only ate in the main dining room twice. I had a mozzarella stuffed meatball. It was pretty good. The texture was just a little off for me, but it wasn't bad. And I had the lasagna that first night, and it was really good as well. Our kids, they both had penny pasta with Alfredo, and they raved about it. So the food was actually pleasantly surprising. It was very good on the cruise.
We had just seen so many negative reviews, we weren't sure what to expect. So we were very pleasantly surprised with how good the quality was. So some of the other stuff, we really like the shows. We love the fact that you can reserve a spot or a time to go to the show. You don't reserve a seat, but you do reserve the time that you're supposed to go. And we had overall just a really great time all the way around. The kids really enjoyed the play area, the water slides. There just was so much to do on board. And, as does happen sometimes, one of the people on our group had a problem, and MSC really did a good job of taking care of it. They acknowledged that things weren't perfect, and they went out of their way to do what needed to be done to fix the problem and really provide an enjoyable experience, even with the bump in the road. So I can't speak highly enough of their customer service and how they have treated us.
So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. And remember that adventures don't wait. Why should you?